So yesterday I was having a conversation with a friend, and this friend is in teaching. So my friend asked me, "Hey, what can AI do for teachers?" Right? And I said, "Well, what are you using AI for?" And my friend said, "Well, I'm using AI for lesson planning, generating quizzes, generating pop quizzes, FAQs, type of quizzes." I said, "Okay, what else do you use it for?" I said, "Well, I use it for lesson planning, right? I use AI to generate ideas, right? When I'm trying to teach a certain concept." I said, "Okay." Then he said, "Well, except AI isn't so reliable when it comes to mathematics." I said, "Yeah, I understand. It's still in work in progress, right? But of course, some models are better than others." And then I said, what else do you use AI for?" He said, "Well, sometimes when I write reports proposals, I use AI to do a draft." I said, "Well, that's very good, right? Or you can use AI to help you generate text, right? Or writings, right? Like it could be for closed passages." Well, and then he said, "What else? What else do you know that AI can do that perhaps I don't know about?" I said, "Well, right now I'm in the automation and AI space, so maybe I can do something, AI and automation for you. So give me some time, let me go think about it." So when I came back, I thought about it. I said, "Well, I'm going to use a tool to create something that's both AI and automation, not just AI, right?" And then I thought about it. I said, "What can I do?" And then an idea came to mind. So I'm going to show you this automation that I made with AI and automation. Okay, so it's done in packages. So it's called a Teacher's Helper. And I'm going to run this to show you. So over here, I can upload an image and I can create a prompt. So let's upload the image. I have 3 images here, all of different quality. And this is the first one. So you can't see this, but let me give you a quick look. So it says, "Once upon a time, there were only trees and a lion or two. So enjoy the breeze." So it should be to enjoy the breeze. So this is, I think, the last line. I'm not too sure, but this is, it's either to enjoy the breeze or so enjoy the breeze. So it's actually a pop song, right? In the 1990s, I think, or 1990s, right? So it's like from Singapore, right? So it's a bit kiddie, but we're going to upload this. Okay, and I'm going to ask AI, right? So I can create a prompt and say, "Analyze this image, extract the text." Okay, and I said, maybe tell me what is this about? Okay, analyze the sentiments. Okay, AI is very good at analyzing sentiments. Okay, so I'm going to run this package. And a generation, right, of this magnitude is usually about 1 tokens, right? So I can use 1 token, and then AI is able to give me, right, it say, "Okay, analysis. This text appears to be a whimsical, imaginative opening to a story reminiscent of traditional fairy tales," right? It sets a serene and natural scene, suggesting a peaceful environment with trees and wildlife. Okay, so it has different themes. So the sentiments conveyed in this text is predominantly positive and lighthearted. Okay, so the use of phrases like "enjoy the breeze." Okay, so technically what you can do is use this to analyze not poems, or poetry, right? You can use this to analyze like written articles by students, okay, already. So this is one way, right? But this is like basically an interpretation, right? So I said, okay. Now then, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to run this again. So because we have control over the prompts and we have control over what we can upload, I thought, well, maybe I would try this. Okay, so this is another one. So this is John is a boy. Her school is very far away from his home. John loves to go bicycle to school. Okay, right, you can see down here. So this is a very poorly written article, but That's the whole purpose, right? Not article, but paragraph. I want AI to first recognize the terrible handwriting, and then secondly, change or correct the grammar. Okay, so I say, well, I'm going to upload this now. And now I'm going to change the text. Okay, so I said, extract the text and correct the grammar in this image. Okay, so I said present the final output in the format below. So I'm going to say the original text followed by the corrected version. Okay, so I want it to be presented like this. So let's hit the run package button. And then can you imagine, right? This, like, the student writes about 300-400 words and the teacher just need to click a button, right? And then provided the photo, that the image, right, captures everything. You can always scan, right? If you want to, you can always scan the pages. So you run it through a scanner, right? And then you go, right? 45 pages have been scanned, right? Student's essay, and then you send it to AI. So AI says, okay, so this is the included, this is inclusive of the first part at the top where the student, and then, it says, okay, John is a boy, her school is very far away from home, right? Cursive handwriting. So, and then they corrected it. John is a boy, his school is very far away from his home. John loves to ride a bike to school, right? And that's it. Okay, so this is the corrected version. So AI is able to recognize the poor handwriting and then correct the grammar as well. Isn't this fantastic? And it's very, very accurate. Okay, so the teacher will be able to mark, okay, this essays. And English is the hardest to mark compared to mathematics, right? Why is that? Because English is like, how do you mark it in a way that's subjective? So, well, you say, but there's no marking here. Well, I'm just first round, get rid of all the grammar. Okay, so what the student will get is like, okay, here is what you have written. Okay, this is what you should have been writing grammatically. All right, and then the teacher can now just focus on a few things, like maybe, okay, how's your plot? How's your character development? Okay, how is the structure of your writing? Let's say if it's a narrative piece of writing. Okay, so it could be argumentative, discursive, right? Doesn't matter. Okay, the teacher will be able to work it out. But most importantly, AI is able to extract the text from handwriting and do something. So even if it's a argumentative writing, AI should be able to extract the text and say, is this a good piece of writing? Is it a balanced piece of writing? What is the writer trying to express here, right? All this can be done by AI already. Okay, and imagine the teacher just need to take a snapshot using the phone, send it to like Messenger, right, to himself, maybe a Messenger, and then basically just from the other side drag and drop onto the computer. That's it. All right, so then now I'm going to run another one. So what happens if it's a poorly taken picture, right? So if it's like taken like that, okay, and it's not like previously, right? Let me show you the picture. So I took this purposely, right? So you can see that it's not actually cropped to size. I don't even bother cropping, and okay, I have like, all these things down here, which can be a form of distraction. And then I scribble stuff and I erase this. So I want to see if AI, and this even worse handwriting, right? This is atrocious. So I want AI to now analyze this and say, is this correct? Okay, and I'm going to upload this. And again, we're going to use the same prompt. So I'm going to run this package now. And not only it takes like 1 credit, okay, it's done very quickly. So it's like 7 to 6. And look, how many seconds? I think 10. You can't even make a coffee with this. Okay, oh, wait, hang on. What did I do? Okay, so I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to pick that, okay? So now I'm going to enter one more time, okay? I spoke too soon. All right, so I'm going to run this. And it's done. Okay, so here, original text. Joe is a clever dog. He has many talents. Her dad is very riches and gives him a lot of monies. We love Joe. Okay, so over here, okay, maybe it's not the dog, it's a boy. Okay, so the text recognition, okay, here made a mistake. So, but grammatically, Joe is a very clever boy. He has many talents. His dad is very rich and he gives him a lot of money. We love Joe. Okay, so this is the corrected version, right? So yeah, so this is what it can do. Now let's try again, but then we will change this. Okay, extract the text and correct the grammar. Okay, in the image, then continue the writing for another paragraph. Okay, also suggest how to develop the plot. Okay, so now I'm asking AI to do a bit more, right? Not just to analyze, not just to correct, but to suggest, right? Use a bit of creativity, because this is what the teacher might be doing, right? They may suggest, hey, this is how you can improve on the essay. So let's see what happens. Okay, and over here, now AI is, first of all, this thing is the correction, right, of the writing. And then it's almost as good as the teacher's is telling the student, hey, you can continue to write like that, right? Joe's talents are not just limited to tricks. He has also an uncanny ability to sense when someone is feeling down. Whenever his owner, Sarah, because AI thought that Joe is a dog, Sarah is upset, Joe seems to know how to cheer her up, okay? So now to further develop the plot, consider introducing a challenge where Joe's talents are put to the test. Perhaps he could enter a local talent show where he encounters a rival dog with similar skills. So where it went wrong is because I didn't correct AI and say, well, actually, Joe is not a dog, Joe is a boy, all right? And this is the result that I get. But it's very nice, right? Isn't that what a teacher would do? Will correct your grammar and then tell you how you can develop this further, right? And then suggest for plot development, or maybe just write the next paragraph for you and say, yeah, you can continue a story like this. Don't stop, okay? So this is a very useful tool, right? You can use like a party trick to go show people. Okay, so I say, okay, then I can say over here, say, by the way, Joe is a boy and not a dog. Okay, so I'm going to run this package again. And hopefully AI now will correct that and say, okay, I'm going to write the story where Joe, the protagonist, is not a dog, but a boy. Okay, let's see whether AI is able to pick up. There you go. So AI still recognized that the handwriting states that Joe is a clever dog, but now they understand Joe is not a boy. So it's okay, Joe is a clever boy. He has many talents. So this is what happens, right? When the AI sometimes pick the wrong word, and then the teacher cannot use this. So the teacher can say, okay, I'm not going to refit the image. The image is still going to remain the same, but what I'm going to do now is I am going to tell AI in the prompt that, hey, Joe is not a dog. He is a boy. All right. So now what happens that AI has corrected that. So I say, okay, Joe's talents range from painting to solving complex puzzles, captivating everyone around him. One day, he decided to hold an exhibition to showcase his artwork, hoping to inspire other kids to explore their creativity. Okay? And I said, to develop the plot further, consider introducing a rival character who doubts Joe's ability and challenges him to prove himself. Now, I can understand where AI is coming from, because if you're writing a narrative, a story, right? Every good storyteller will introduce some form of tension, and this tension is in a form of a conflict, right? So if you have a rival character, that will present some form of friction, a conflict, and that will make the story more interesting, right? Nobody likes to watch a movie where the superhero basically goes steamrolls everybody from the beginning to the end of the movie. Usually there's a part in the movie where the superhero will will fall behind, right? Will be defeated, will suffer a temporary setback, right? And that's when the superhero, right, gets the audience to sympathize with him before he comes back and be triumphant at the end. Okay, so this is good advice, right, from AI. So as you can tell, like packages can be put to good use already, right? Even for an industry like teaching, right, where teachers are asking, yeah, I know AI is great, but how I wish I don't have to mark. Oh, wait a minute, I just got the answer for you right here. You don't have to mark, or at least can reduce, all right, the amount of brain work you need to do to, to help your students, right? So this is practically AI and automation in action. All right, so I hope you learned something today. Okay, take care. Bye.